Hey guys, Becky Timms here live for The Drive at 5, and I am holding in my hand a love letter from Jeff Bezos to his shareholders, or to the Amazon shareholders. So what I want to talk about today is actually this letter, because it was pretty amazing, guys, to see a guy, Jeff Bezos, and to read his very first shareholder letter that he wrote in 1997, and then read the 6-page letter that he wrote today, or this year, for 2018. And so I wanted to just preface a few things, or highlight a few things that he said, because guys, it was so good. So first of all, there are 560,000 Amazonians. So an Amazonian is someone that actually works for Amazon. Well, then, back in 1997, there were 614 people. 614. And actually, their very first year, they went from 100... Hold on. They went from... Oh, I don't see it. It's like 100 and something to 600. Hold on, let me see. They went... I don't see it. It was... I'm probably going to drop my phone, but it was like about 100 Amazonians to 614 Amazonians, and then this year they have 560,000 Amazonians. But I highlighted, you can see I highlighted a few things in this letter that I want to read to you guys. One of his sentences said, "People have a voracious appetite for a better way, and yesterday's wow quickly becomes today's ordinary." Well, I really like that sentence, because I always tell you, you always want to give your customers a wow moment instead of a whoa moment. But he said they have a voracious appetite. So what is voracious, to start with? That's like an eager approach to an activity, or you want a lot. You hear a lot of people say a voracious appetite when they're eating, because they want great quantities. And then the other thing he says is you cannot rest on your laurels in this world, because customers won't have it. So for the internationals that are watching me and you don't know what rest on your laurels means, it actually means don't get lazy or complacent about what you could achieve, because you're basking in the memories of the glories of yesterday. So basically, don't get lazy, because the customers won't have it. And he went on to say that he defined high standards, and he was talking about Amazon. Listen to this. Had billions of dollars worth of failures along the way. Every day, guys, I say to you, fail forward, fail forward, fail forward. Amazon had billions of dollars worth of failures along the way. Fail forward, fail forward, fail forward. I lost 7 cents on my first sale. Fail forward. You know, I had products that were shut down on Amazon. Fail forward. My Amazon account was suspended. Fail forward. Now, I didn't have billions of dollars worth of failures along the way. It's all relative, but I wanted to tell you that failures are part of your growth in everything that you do. So he went through and he highlighted some core principles of high standards. I'm not going to read them to you, but I do want to read you this one paragraph, because I think a lot of people, especially the new people that are just joining me, that haven't watched me, don't know who I am, don't judge my story by the chapter you walked in on. Don't judge my story by the chapter that you walked in on. And he actually says this. He writes in this letter a paragraph, and it's called Perfect Handstands. And I want to read that to you. It says, "A close friend recently decided to learn to do a perfect freestanding handstand. No leaning against a wall, not for just a few seconds. Instagram good. She decided to start her journey by taking a handstand workshop at her yoga studio. She then practiced for a while, but wasn't getting the results that she wanted. So she hired a handstand coach. Yes, I know what you're thinking, but evidently this is an actual thing that exists. In the very first lesson, the coach gave her some wonderful advice. Most people, he said, think that if they work hard, they should be able to master a handstand in about 2 weeks. The reality is that it takes about 6 months of daily practice. If you think you should be able to do it in 2 weeks, you're just going to end up quitting. Unrealistic beliefs on scope, often hidden and undiscussed, kill high standards. To achieve high standards yourself or as part of a team, you need to form and proactively communicate realistic beliefs about how hard something is going to be, something this coach understood well. Guys, that is like what I see a lot with e-commerce. Is a lot of people judge my story. They're like, oh, I can make $1.3 million in 2 weeks. Highly, highly, highly unlikely. And so I wanted to share that with you because it takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of fail forward. It takes a lot of taking risk. And it's not just jump in, get rich quick. And he goes on to say, you know, at Amazon, they have no PowerPoints, no form of slides whatsoever. At the beginning of every one of their meetings, guess what they have? A 6-page narrative, just like this. 6 pages of handwriting, just like this. Hi, Joe. Thanks for joining. And you cannot get a perfect handstand in 2 weeks. And for people that don't get that, they're like, oh, well, they're not coaching me right. You can't do it, guys. You really can't. So I wanted to tell you that. I highly recommend that you read this letter because he did go over the 4 elements of high standards. 1, they're teachable, they're domain specific. You must recognize them and you must explicitly coach the realistic scope. But this was the exciting part of this letter. Do you know how many Prime members that Amazon has? They've never, ever, ever disclosed this number before. But in this paper that I have in my hand right now, which is a letter to the shareholders, they have exceeded 100 million paid Prime members globally. 100 million. And in 2017, Amazon shipped more than 5 billion items. 5 billion, right? 5 billion with Prime worldwide. So I'm just saying, and that's in 13 years because Prime has only been around in 13 years. 100 million paid Prime members. Now, do you think you can have a private label product and sell at least 10 products a day, 20 products a day to 100 million paid Prime members? I think so. I really do. And listen to this statistic that he wrote in there. In Marketplace, he was talking about the Amazon Marketplace. In 2017, for the first time in our history, more than half of the units sold on Amazon worldwide were from our third-party sellers. Guys, I am a third-party seller. It's an SMB, which they call a small and medium-sized business. And then they go on to say that customers ordered more than 40 million items just from the small, medium-sized businesses on one day, Prime Day in 2017. 40 million items on Prime Day. That grew over 60% by Prime Day in 2016. And then their global selling program grew by 50%. Guys, these are some amazing, amazing statistics. But it gets better. So let me read you, I highlighted some more. So another one, they went on to talk about their Alexa and their Amazon devices like Amazon Echo, their Prime Video, Amazon Music. And did you know they have fashion? You can buy like Prime Wardrobe where they mail the clothes to you. You can try them on, send them back. Kind of like a rent-to-own clothes kind of thing. Prime Wardrobe, that was kind of cool. They talked about Whole Foods, the Treasure Truck, Amazon Go, which is the grocery stores that you could walk into with no checkout required. Sustainability. This was really cool to me. I like this part because I'm an environmentalist, and Amazon, their long-term goal is to use 100% renewable energy. 100% renewable energy. They launched some Amazon wind farms in Texas. They have solar energy systems, wind and solar projects, and they are celebrating their 10-year anniversary of their frustration-free packaging. So that was some more in their Amazon letter. But I've got a lot of highlighted stuff on this last page right here. So I'm going to read this to you, some more statistics. Empowering small businesses. So I'm a small business on Amazon, right? Small and medium businesses selling on Amazon came from every state in the United States and from more than 130 different countries around the world. Okay, listen to this one. More than 140,000 small medium businesses surpassed $100,000 in sales on Amazon in 2017. So I know that I am one of 140,000 businesses that had greater than $100,000 in sales on Amazon. And over 1,000 independent authors surpassed $100,000 in royalties in 2017 through the Kindle Direct Publishing. Guys, that's pretty cool. This is something else that I think is cool. They were talking about career choices, and they have an employee program for Amazon Career Choice, and it's for hourly associates who've been there more than 1 year. So their tenure with Amazon is more than 1 year. Amazon pays 95% of their tuition, their fees, and their textbooks up to $12,000 for certificates and associate degrees in high demand occupations such as aircraft, computer-aided design, machine tool, medical lab technologists, and nursing, even if it has nothing to do with Amazon. So regardless of whatever skills, if you wanted another career, Amazon will pay for that. Well, guys, that hit home for me because if you're working in a career and your employer pays for your tuition, any portion of your tuition, take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. As I told you guys, some of you may or may not know, I actually have 2 master's degrees. My very first master's degree was in Earth and Environmental Resource Management. I was working at a water plant in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I commuted for 1 hour each way to our state capital, which is Columbia, South Carolina, and attended the University of South Carolina. And that water plant paid for my first master's degree. I want you to take advantage of that. And then at my career that I'm at now, I'm at my, that I've been here for 16 years. I was at the first one for 6 years. And this career where I'm at now, they paid for my Master's of Business Administration, my MBA at the Citadel here in Charleston. So guys, take advantage if your company offers to reimburse you for any portion of your career. Do it, do it, do it, because it's free money. I mean, yes, you'll have to invest time, but and I've told you guys this before, even though this company paid for 1 master's, the other company paid for another master's, I've been in the career for 22 years. I absolutely love it, but I make more money selling on Amazon part-time in the 4 years that I've been on Amazon than I do at a full-time career of 22 years. Ding, 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 ding. I'm blonde, but ding, 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 ding. That should be like a light bulb moment for you guys, right? So listen, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, I am having a live private label course webinar. I'd love for you to join me. You can join me at privatelabelcourse.com. I'm doing the exact same presentation. This is actually number 30. My goal is to do 100 live presentations this year. So I'm excited. Tonight at 9, I'm going to do number 30. I know a lot of you have jumped on every time for 30 times, and I really, really appreciate you because I get better and better, and the feedback that I get better and better. So thank you for that. And then if you want a copy of this letter, which I knew some of you would want, you can go to BeckyTims.com/letter. So Becky Tims, and Tims is spelled THAMES.com/LETTER, and you can see the 2018 letter that Jeff Bezos wrote to his shareholders. So I hope you all have an amazing Thursday. Hope to see you on the private label course webinar tonight. If not, I'll see you tomorrow on The Drive at 5. And Ecom Rockstars, when I get home, I will do a special presentation just for you. Bye.